Hey everybody, welcome back to another video with Gem Mint Masters. Football season is upon us. Happy opening football Thursday. This is definitely a time I look forward to every year, whether it's for cards, just watching football, fantasy football, everything. So what better way to kick it off than open some football product? Not only that, but for our Throwback Thursday this week, opening some 2020 football product. So I filmed this a while back, but by the time you're seeing this, like I said, football is kicking off, and we're all getting excited and ready to watch. And the 2020 class, as we know, in recent history, this is one of the better classes from a quarterback and other players' standpoint, with guys like, Justin Jefferson in the receiver position as well. But you got Herbert, Hurts, Burrow, Jordan Love, Tua, all these guys that just, are entrenched starters. So there's been a lot of value still that is carried over from the 2020 year, unlike years like 2021 and 2022. So this product is definitely a little bit harder to come by. But I picked these up in a trade from a buddy, traded some video game type of stuff. I'm not a big video gamer, and I got some cool packs to open, so I'm really excited to do this. So we've got a select value pack from 2020, a Mosaic cello from 2020, and a Prizm cello for 2020. So I think what we'll do is we'll kind of open these in order of, value, I guess you could say, from lowest to highest. We'll start with our Mosaic, then we'll go select, and then we'll go Prizm. So we'll do a kind of a short little video here. Hopefully we pull some heat. You can get things like Genesis out of here. You can get some autographs. Prizm, you've got, silver Prizms. Select, you've got, your field level silver. So, stuff like that you can get out of here. So I'm excited. A lot of people might burn me for opening these packs, saying you should keep them sealed, but if you know me, I'm just not the type of person to keep them sealed. And I'm just going to rip them and have some fun with it. Alrighty, so here we go. Here's our Mosaic. I honestly don't think I really ripped all that much 2020 product because it was almost impossible to get it. This was like the heart of COVID when people were just mauling each other for product at stores. I never personally got any in the stores. I bought some select on the aftermarket, probably paid double of what the retail was, but yeah, so this is one that I think a lot of people are trying to kind of go back and relive a little bit now and enjoy ripping some of this product. Alrighty, so here we go. Deshaun Jackson, Ricky Williams, Julius Peppers. We got our green, Mike Gesicki, Larry Fitzgerald, and Terry Bradshaw. Nothing spectacular in that pack. So this was the year where they kind of had it separated out too with the pink camo pack here. And then I can't remember what year they started just combining it all, maybe 2022, something like that. But yeah, so that's kind of how it breaks out this way. Looks like we got something back there, a little Mosaic. Russell Wilson, Julian Edelman, Dwight Freeney, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray Mosaic parallel, and James Morgan. So nothing really doing there. Hopefully we'll get something decent in this pink camo pack. There should be a rookie in here. And like I said, you've got a lot of good rookies in here, so there's definitely some potential. So let's see how we do. Carlos Hyde, Sony Michel, and that is a rookie for the Rams, Van Jefferson. All right. Nothing too much doing on that one. That would have been kind of cool to get a QB parallel or something like that. But, yep, unfortunately we didn't. So this one here, again, I don't even know if I've opened any of these. We do get one silver, and then I think you get some other die cuts or something in here. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe you only get a silver. I don't know. I haven't really opened any of these, like I said, so we'll find out. Jared Goff, Chase Claypool, who was at one point pretty decent. DeAndre Swift. We'll put a, not a bad one there. Dak Prescott. And these are sticking. KJ Hamler, Odell Beckham, Tony Gonzalez, Emmitt Smith, Not doing the greatest on our rookies. Alvin Kamara, LaDainian Tomlinson. Got a nice little Jalen Hurts on the select, what is that called? Oh, yeah, select company or whatever it may be. Oh, man. We got a QB silver, but it's the wrong one. Jake Fromm. CJ Henderson, and then a Jordan Love. There we go. All right, so we'll top load a couple. That select pack was a little bit better than the Mosaic. Would have been nice to get the Jordan Love silver. I would have taken that. So we will top load our kind of QB hits here. DeAndre Swift, I'll keep in that pile, but I'm probably not going to end up top loading that one. Good player, just not a ton of value in the DeAndre Swift market. All right, so hopefully our heat is in this Prizm pack. This one is probably the most expensive of the bunch. I think you get your red, white, and blue bonus pack in there. And then a nice thick 12 card pack here. So let's see how we can do. I believe we can get like our green parallels out of this. Something like this. Rookies are somewhat hard to come by if I remember this correctly in Prizm. So, yeah, so we do have, looks like a green in there. All right, so let's see what we got. Preston Williams, CJ Mosley. It's going to be a bunch of veteran base in here to start it off. It's not like Select where you're getting a bunch of rookies kind of strewn about, which is nice. Terry McLaurin, Cook, Devontae Adams. This should be, okay, maybe the rookies after. This one, Larry Fitzgerald, and then we got a rookie. And that's what you get a lot of in the 2020 is the guys that aren't wearing their helmets, your defensive players, Josiah DeGuara, and then we've got Drew Brees, and then this will be a rookie back here and a Jalen Johnson. So, you know, two of the probably worst rookies you can get out of that one. It was tough sledding in these Prizm packs, I can tell you that much. Again, like I said, I didn't open much of this stuff. Part of me is kind of glad I didn't because I might have been on the wrong end quite a few times, but either way, still fun now to just do this with a couple packs. All right, let's see. We should get a rookie out of here. Sterling Shepard, Rob Gronkowski. That's kind of cool. And our last one is a rookie, and it is CeeDee Lamb. That is actually a pretty solid one, and that looks really good. I forgot about CeeDee Lamb. I mentioned Justin Jefferson earlier. CeeDee Lamb is right up there with him, and this one looks really good, and it's really nicely centered too, because out of this set you definitely get cards that are not very well centered. So yeah, so that's cool. All right, well, I'm happy with that ending there. Rob Gronkowski, pretty cool one. Probably top load that. Maybe that's like a nice dollar box card for somebody. Yeah, so football is here. Figured we'd celebrate by ripping a couple throwback, I'm using air quotes for that, packs, even though, you know, this, by a lot of standards, this isn't considered kind of older, but this stuff came out 5 years ago, which is crazy to think. And again, such a great class. I'm going to pull something, so we'll go ahead and go through these. Out of our Mosaic, we didn't really get anything, but in Select, we got Jordan Love base, nice looking card. Jalen Hurts, Select, I think it's called Select Certified, I believe. I can't really tell what it says. It doesn't say that, but I think it says on the back maybe. Yeah, there we go, Select Certified. And then our best card, CeeDee Lamb, red, white, and blue. Somewhat of a color match there, but a super cool looking card. Looks really good too, really nicely centered. Potential grading candidate there. And definitely some decent value on that too. So, yeah. So that was a fun little rip. Thanks for joining me. And again, happy football season. And we'll see you guys back here for some more PSA reveals, PSA pre-submissions, all things card and grading related. So drop a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.